Hey everybody, Karyn Bryant here for MMA H.E.A.T, talking with Makwan Amirkhani, who is fighting Jason Knight at UFC Liverpool. And first, I just got to say thank you for doing this. It's the first time I've ever gotten to speak with you, so I'm excited. You know, you're kind of a hot prospect, they say. So thanks for joining me. How's camp going? You know, Jason Knight is a guy, everybody knows him as Hick Diaz over here. He's kind of an intense guy to fight. So how's camp going in your preparation for fighting him?
For the Jason Knight, I will kill him. That's
okay.
it.
That's it.
That's the only thing what I'm thinking about Jason Knight. I'm not interested what he is good at. I just know what I will do to him, and that's why I actually I've seen probably only one of his fights, and that was against Lamas, and that was enough. I knew that I could knock him out, I could submit him, whatever I want. I can out-wrestle him, out-box him, whatever I want. And I will promise to show that next Sunday.
Nice. Now, is that something in general that with all your opponents you don't really review too much tape, or is that just in this case with Jason Knight?
No, one fight is enough. That's all I need to watch. Just that I see what kind of body shape he has and what he likes to do. From one fight, you can see a lot. So yeah. I don't want to get too much into what my opponent is good at. I want to stick to where I'm good at.
Nice. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you focus on yourself, that makes a lot of sense. You're obviously out there at SBG in Ireland. You are from Finland, though. So why is that your gym? Why did you pick that one out of all the options out there?
Well, first of all, I was in All-Stars in the beginning after my first UFC fight.
Yeah.
And I had to choose a place the place that was close to my family and my friends, and then I just tweeted on Twitter that Mr. Finland is looking for a gym, and somebody was somebody tweeted that coach, can we have Mr. Finland in our gym? And that was first time I heard about John Kavanagh. And we had a small conversation, and he said just welcome, and since then, this has been my second home.
Nice. Very cool. Well, All-Stars also, I mean, they kind of have bigger guys there, right? I mean, if you're talking about Gus and Jimmy Manawaz there a lot of the time, it just seems Ilir Latifi sometimes. I mean, it seems like maybe there's bigger bodies there anyway, and obviously we know that SBG is home to Conor, but Artem's there. There's a lot of, and actually Brad Katona on Tough and stuff, so there seems to be more guys your size there too, which I would imagine is also quite helpful.
Yeah, definitely. Every time we have positional training, wrestling, grappling, John Kavanagh tells the bigger guys to go to the cage, and then you can see there's 6 to 10 guys, but when you look the other mat where it's lightweights and featherweights, it's we are 30, 40 persons. So
nice.
Yeah, it's kind of a good place for a guy who fights in the featherweight.
Right. Very cool. And John's such a nice guy, has a great sense of humor, and obviously knows how to train champions there. But, you know, sometimes people go to these bigger gyms now, these popular gyms. The same thing happened at Jackson Wink. You would hear people complain about it, and they would not get the personal attention, right? Because now it's a famous gym, and everybody now knows that's Conor's gym, and it can be hard. You know, people go there, and you're a professional. You need that one-on-one attention. So how do you make sure you get enough of that? Do you get enough of that?
Well, I live with John Kavanagh.
Okay, so yeah, that's a yes. Yeah.
That's where he stays. That's how the house, John, and I'm here. So
nice. All right. So that's a
yes. I get enough attention, and I don't know. I didn't think about it in that way. I remember when I came here and I took a picture of the gym, and there is a picture of Conor, and somebody wrote to my picture that don't post anything about Conor, this is about you. And I was like, why people think that way? Because I'm here because of the people who are around me. I can't come to the gym because of one person. So this 4 months that I have spent in Ireland and in Dublin in SBG, I can almost say that I have more friends here than back in home.
Nice. That's very cool. That's very cool. Well, now, is that personal setup there in John's guest house? Is that because you're Mr. Finland? Like, you know what I mean? Are the other guys jealous now that you got that hookup?
No, actually, James Gallagher,
Okay,
he
yeah.
lives upstairs,
All right,
and
nice.
me and John Phillips, we are in the downstairs.
Okay,
So
I got it. I got it. Very
I'm
cool. It
not.
sounds like a crazy, a great setup.
It's nice that John actually like takes care of the fighters, and if they don't have place to stay, he was like first day when I came here, I was in the main house,
Mhm.
and if somebody's ready to take a fighter to their own house where they live and where the family lives, so that means a lot to me.
Nice.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
I'm having a good time when I'm
Very
in
cool.
Ireland.
Now, one thing I need to ask you is why have you not fought more often, right? Because I was reading something and it had said after your last fight, you were in England and you had said, I'm not going to fight again until the UFC comes to Finland. And they have not gone to Finland, and yet here you are. But literally, you fought like once in 2016, once in 2017. It's been a while. So why don't you fight more frequently? Were you hurt or just a personal decision? What's up with
Uh,
that?
uh, uh, let's be honest. Like, I came to the UFC like out of nowhere, and first punch of my career that I throw is in UFC first fight, and
Yeah,
I knock out Andy Ogle.
right.
So I was like, damn, like people are expecting a lot from me now, so I have to train even more than more. And I had second fight, it was in Berlin. I choked the guy out. It was the Mexican guy.
Right.
And the third one was Mike Wilkinson. So at this moment, I knew that when people were asking, could I someday hold a UFC belt? It was a hard question for me because I was honest with myself. I said my striking skills are not there yet, and I had to train. So I hated that question when people were saying that fight top level guys, because I admit to myself that I wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
But then like a year ago, I just went to boxing gym and I said I won't do grappling, no MMA, just pure boxing. And after half a year of just boxing, then I said that I might be able to like compete against like Max Holloway, whoever is on that holding that belt.
Yeah.
And now I believe more in myself. Like now I don't have to rely only on MMA, on grappling or wrestling. Now I have more arsenal, more weapons. So when I see opponent like uh, Jason Knight or whoever will step on
Yeah.
in front of me, 27th of May, I know that there are more skills now, so I could, beat anybody from my weight class, from my division. So now, if you ask me, can I hold that belt? Can I win the top guys? Yes, I can do that.
Nice. That's great. I mean, a lot of people, especially in this day and age, I don't think are that honest with themselves, and especially based on, the Conor effect. Everybody thinks that he talks his way into stuff. He actually backs it up, like he says, with action when he's in the octagon. But a lot of people nowadays, think they can just talk their way into stuff, and they actually don't have the skill set. So I just want to say thank you. That's kind of like a breath of fresh air for you to actually be honest and say that your skill set wasn't there yet. But yeah, how much did that pressure weigh on you? Because I feel like Dan Hardy only ever had positive things to say about you. I feel like every time you did fight, the commentary was always saying that. Yeah, next big thing, next big thing. So that does weigh on you, right? So clearly, if you admit that, how much did that like stifle you when those expectations were on you every time you did walk in there?
I don't know. Like, they said I'm a huge prospect and everything, but I didn't care that much about those talks about. I have to. When I saw a fight, like example, Max Holloway and Aldo,
Yeah.
and I did already like a few months of boxing. Then I said that because when my boxing level was low, so I saw Aldo as a huge striker.
Yeah.
But when my boxing skills went up, then I was like, that's not even, that won't be a problem to me. Like I wouldn't say that it would be impossible to beat Jose Aldo or anybody else like from my weight class. So I didn't care about what people said. Like I told you, I was honest with myself. So I knew that I have to work and work so that I could admit to myself that, yeah, I could be a champ one day.
Nice. Well, the thing is, your division is really hot right now. And there's so many good people in it. But listen, Makwan, you gotta fight more often, dude. So that's the thing now. What's the deal? Like, if they're not going to Finland, which is a shame. I've been to Sweden. I get it. Like, it was amazing, and I understand your desire. I mean, this weekend, they're going to Chile for the first time. And it would be, I'm sure, an amazing thing for you to be the ambassador and bring the sport to your home country there. But that said, if they're not going to Finland, let's say you're victorious in England there and you don't get hurt, are you going to wait a year, or are you going to be more active now that you feel like your skill set is catching up to your will?
No, when I think about what I have said in the past 2 years and that I demand that the UFC should come to, I sound like a little girl, but now, like I said, because of the hard training and hard work and boxing and everything, my skills went up. I don't care where I fight, and I don't care who I fight.
Good.
So after I have handled Jason Knight, we can go anywhere you want. I'm ready to fight.
Nice. Now, we always do say, those of us in the studio, like, it drives us nuts if you get on the mic after and you're like, I'll just take whoever they put in front of me. You don't seem like a whoever they put in front of me guy, since you're already telling me that, you believe you could beat Aldo. So who would you call out? Like, who do you see in the pathway to you climbing to the top?
Well, if I would be Aldo, or I would be Max Holloway, and a guy like me would win a fight next Sunday, and he would say, give me Aldo or Max Holloway.
Nice.
I would be in their shoes. I would say, sit down. You're not yet there.
Yeah.
And you have to earn your place. So I would to say that after this fight, probably what I earned is Cub Swanson or someone from the top, let's say 5th to 10. That would be something. And I think even Cub Swanson, I could, just submit him in the first minute. That's my answer.
Nice. Cub's a scrappy fighter.
I don't care. I don't care. I know where my levels are. So Cub Swanson or anybody else. So they better be ready.
Very cool. Well, I like it. I mean, that you're in the business for calling people out, and you're in the business to put the hurt on somebody. On a side note, what would you do to pass the time, right? So if you're not fighting, obviously you're training and stuff. Like I said, this is the first time I've gotten to talk to you. So what else are you interested in? What else do you do? If you look at your Wikipedia page and stuff, it says that you used to model and everything. Do you still do that? Like, what do you do, to keep yourself entertained if you're not actually in there fighting?
Well, yeah, I was everywhere. I did everything.
Yeah.
And I was in TV shows. I did everything but not sport. And John Kavanagh told me that, are you a fighter or are you a TV guy? So it took me a year to understand that I'm a fighter, and I don't need other shit. So I think that there is no other interest in my life at this moment. The only thing that I want to do is succeed in UFC. And that's scary.
Nice. Well, maybe John's a little sensitive because Cajo left fighting, and next thing you know, we see him on Ray Donovan, and he's doing well.
Yeah. Well, I know that to me, in this past year, I've realized what I want from my life, and there's only one thing, and I just said it.
Nice. All right. Well, that makes sense. So listen, when you go out there for this fight, I know you just said that you think you could beat Cub in the first round and submit him. Do you make a prediction for this with Jason Knight? Something that, you want to specifically accomplish out there against him?
I will just punish him. I'll make sure that he's bleeding. I'll make sure that he will know, and I will, and everybody else will know who is Mr. Finland.
Nice. Well, that's a drop the mic statement there. I don't really think there's much more to say after that. I appreciate your time, and like I said, I'll be at the desk for that fight. I think it's going to be pretty great. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's been too long, and there was a lot of buzz on your name, so I'm looking forward to you kind of reminding everybody why that was.
Yeah, it was my pleasure to talk to you, and mark my words, this won't go to second round.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Makwan.
Thank you.